Hey Taylor, this is Becky with Gray Owl Marketing. I spoke to Bridget today and promised you guys this video, so here it is. I will keep it brief, but I did just want to show you 3 tips you can use today to help bring in more customers to your business. Because I know as a business owner, you're probably just too busy with your business to keep up with how the internet can really work for you and benefit your company. So I'll get started. First of all, I'm on your website, as you can tell. Beautiful website, lots of good information here. Reserve a dumpster right away is great to have there, and nice pictures, lots of good graphics here. But the first thing that is important to know if you really want to optimize with Google is you need at least 1,500 words on your home page. And it looks like you guys have about a few hundred here. Content is king with Google. This is a key factor in Google's formula when they decide which sites to rank higher than others. And Google likes to see high quantity of information as well as high quality information, because you want your business to show up on page 1 when your customers are searching on Google, right? So to make sure you have 1,500 words or more, but also you want to optimize the what words you're using by including in your content throughout your site. So I've pulled your site up in a tool we use here called Ahrefs. This is kind of a dashboard of what your online presence looks like from Google. So you can see here you are getting some traffic to your website. You guys are doing a nice job so far. These are the keywords that you are ranking for. So if we just pull it up, ADM Rolloff is probably their #1. That's your name, so it's a brand, so you definitely want to be in position #1 for that. It's great if people know who you are, but you want to make sure that you're optimizing for buyer intent keywords like this one, dumpster rental in Atlanta. It looks like you're on page 2 for that, and it's getting quite a bit of search volume here. In the Atlanta area. Dumpster rental Macon is getting 300. It looks like you're #3 for that one, so not doing too bad there. Dumpster rental Macon, and so on and so forth. So you want to make sure when you're thinking about what content to use that you're picking 2 or 3 buyer intent keywords and using them in your website and having that high volume of content on there. And I do see you have location pages here, but again, when I click on them, it kind of brings me to a very similar page and is not optimizing for buyer intent keywords. So you could think about optimizing your service pages there to rank even higher for some of those areas. And just to give you an idea, when I pulled up, for example, dumpster rental McDonough, Georgia, which is getting 150 search volume, you can see you guys are ranking #2 here for that, so not doing too bad. But again, you want to be ranking #1 here, because one thing is when people search, you got to think about these homepage when people search in kind of 3 different buckets. First are ads, and ads are really great and can fill in gaps in your online strategy and be really effective. But you do have to be careful because you don't want to use them the wrong way, because they can be a real money pit if you use them incorrectly. The second section here is the map section. These are the top 3 companies that Google feels confident putting in front of their customers. And some people even scroll past that. So they go into this section here, which is the organic traffic. So you want to be ranking here in this section as well as in this section. And about 40% of all traffic goes to this section here and will go to this #1 spot right here. So when you think about that, you want to make sure you're optimizing your content in that respect. The second thing I want to talk to you about is thinking about your Google business profile. I see it's ADM Rolloff LLC here, which doesn't quite match your actual name of your website, and that's kind of a no-no in Google's eyes, so that you get dinged for that. But of course, you guys, you know where it's at. Google reviews are really important. I can see you got a bunch of reviews here and you got a 4.6 star. So you want to continue to build your Google profile by optimizing and getting as many 5-star reviews as you can. But you really want to make sure your name, address, and phone number match exactly throughout your online presence. That's really, really important to Google. Consistency is important. So you can see here you have ADM Rolloff LLC here, which needs to match your website, which needs to match your Facebook page, which means your online presence throughout your online presence. So make sure you have 200 to 300 places, even more depending on what your competitors are doing, and having citations in things like Yelp or Yellow Pages, White Book, City Star, and so on. Because a lot of times I do see that they're not consistent and they're not matching exactly. And that's really important to Google because it wants to know that when people are searching different platforms, that the same information is coming up. The next thing I'll say about your Google business profile is pictures. You want to do two things with pictures. You can see here, you want to save them as buyer intent keywords. So if I check out this link here, you can see it just says UV, and you want to save it for something like dumpsters, McDumpsters, Atlanta, Georgia, so that they're buyer intent keywords. So when Google crawls the site, they know what type of work you do. And the second thing is putting geotags in your pictures. So when you're dropping off dumpsters to a customer's location, you can geotag it to that location. So by doing this, Google can see not only what type of work you're doing using those buyer intent keywords, but also where you're doing it. So when people are searching for similar things, your company is going to show up. The last thing I'll talk to you about is backlinks. So I can see here that you definitely have quite a bit of backlinks. This is kind of a numerical value of your company's online presence. So you do want to see this above 30, ideally 40s and 50s, if not higher. And you want to have a 1-for-1 ratio between your UR number and your DR number here. And by how you do that is your referring domain. So you can see you have a bunch of referring domains here, but you got to keep in mind that not all referring domains are created equal. Some of them are much more powerful than others. And you can tell by looking at this do follow number, 494 of your referring domains, Google's considering qualified powerful ones, which is pushing this rating here. So think about that. And again, when I pull this up, your number one competitor here is Pink Dumpsters, and I brought up their website. So not bad. They got some information here, but again, not even close to 1,500 keywords. So if you were to optimize for that, you could blow them out of the water. And when I pull up their site, they don't have as many links as you have or referring ones. So it'd be a great opportunity for you to evaluate and be able to outrank them. So just to give you a summary of what I've given you today, content is king. Your homepage needs to have at least 1,500 keywords and optimizing them with buyer intent keywords. You want to think about having, 300 or more citations so you have a good online presence, online footprint across the landscape and just kind of blow your competition out of the water, as well as thinking about building your online reputation and continuing to build even more backlinks that are high authority backlinks, giving your company a high reputation online. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. And you can do this by taking this information and doing it yourself. That's totally fine. However, you can also be a little bit more effective and save yourself some time and give me a call, and we can set up a time to chat. So once again, my name is Becky Liano with Gray Owl Marketing, and my contact information is in the email. I hope you found this information valuable, and I do look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one. Bye.